In our day and age, some argue that the concept of dystopia is becoming more reality than a genre fiction, with many recent real life socio political events seeming straight out of a dystopian movie, and with new and old fictional dystopian societies looking almost interchangeable with our own. The 2018 film Sorry to Bother You, directed by Boots Riley, presents such a dystopian setting and follows the story of Cassius Cash Green, a young man who quickly excels at his new telemarketing job by using a white voice to make sales. Cash juggles his success at work with his allegiances to his activist friends and girlfriend, who begin to form a union at their company, which is a subsidiary of the larger Big Bad Corporation, Worry Free. As Cash moves up the ranks, he uncovers some alarming operations led by the billionaire CEO. I think this is a fantastically crafted movie and does a great job at delivering a super funny and unpredictable experience while also inspiring important and relevant critical reflections towards our actual North American society. What stands out to me is how it uses elements of surrealism to gradually relay the dystopianness of this society. The film opens with Cash's job interview, showing a typical, if outdated and messy, office floor. He is introduced as an eager to impress but not very qualified or experienced young adult hoping to get a job to pay his bills. He ends up getting hired, and while excited and grateful, he still expresses nihilistic thoughts about not achieving anything meaningful in life. I like how these first scenes are funny in a dark way, and the bleakness conveyed by the stale office setting and Cash's sentiments importantly establishes a relatability because it resonates with the feelings of many young adults in North America trying to enter their workforce in less than ideal conditions and into jobs they're not exactly passionate about. An interesting method that Riley uses to reveal more of the socio-political context of the society is having television screens play in the background. The screens flip between two different channels, one playing an absurd reality TV show that seems to be the most popular program on air, where people willingly get themselves harshly hurt and humiliated for money. The other, a news channel, faithfully reporting claims of slave labor at Worry Free and showing protests and activism against it. The reality show is extremely inane and shocking. I like how it strikes a chord with viewers because it recalls the mind-numbing and borderline sadistic content that we see in our media these days, and just shows the super extreme extent to how people give up their own dignity and humanity for material gain in this world. The news is a refreshing reminder that real issues are still recognized and addressed in mainstream media in this society, and I like how faithful reporting is included because I think it reminds us of the importance of our own power to make our voices heard. The film's tone really begins to shift towards the surreal in the scene that introduces the concept of the white voice. A magical and ominous style of music plays in the background as Cash's older black coworker, Langston, explains to him how to achieve the voice. The director makes this part feel mystical, giving it a sort of suspended in time feeling, which also makes it an impactful moment for critical reflection, as Langston explains that to really channel that white voice, one has to try to approximate sounding genuinely socially carefree, financially secure, basically privileged in every sense of the word. A feeling that only truly comes with being white. The deployment of the voice is similarly uncanny, being an obvious overdub from a true white man's voice, which is hilariously provided by David Cross. But it's also very funny, and its strangeness is acknowledged with how it's warily accepted by the other characters within the diegesis. Using these surrealist stylizations makes the social commentary of the film much more memorable. The critique at the heart of this story is towards all the absurdities of our late capitalist society, like the insane vapidity of corporate drudgery and the mind-numbing media meant to entertain afterwards. But it especially points to those huge corporations who alarmingly profit billions by forcing low labor wages and conditions. What's most impressive and entertaining is the way that the film starts off with a fairly realistic style and narrative, but slowly incorporates more surrealist elements, which definitely brings its satirical portrayal of corporate America into the realm of dystopia. The lengths that this movie takes to show the villainous side of the big corporation is definitely worth checking out.